All right, so I'm going to teach you now something that is going to be critical for you to know in advanced chemistry. This is something that you should already be familiar with. I know that this is something that the Algebra 1 classes cover. That's factor labeling method, or what I like to call the train tracks. You ever seen anything like that? Where you're converting from one unit to the other. Well, we're going to need to convert from one unit to the other. There's no doubt about it. And that will be critical to us in certain respect in chemistry in the months to come. So we need to review how to do this, and we need to get really good at this. So I'm assuming you're familiar with it. So you understand the concept, probably. I'm just going to give you plenty of examples so that you feel comfortable with it. All right. So first type of converting units examples that we're going to be doing is converting from one metric unit to the other. What you need here is going to be the back of your periodic table. If you go to the back of your periodic table, you will find the metric system or the SI system. It's a chart. I believe it's around 3 o'clock. King Henry died by drinking chocolate milk. Okay? And I don't want you, please never write on your periodic table. Do not write on your periodic table. Okay? Because we're going to be using it the entire year, and the more clutter you have on there, the more unusable it will be. Do not write. There will be times in which I ask you to write on the periodic table. Now's not the time. Okay, so hopefully you found this chart around 3 o'clock on your periodic table. It will be the key. But what I always like to do is very quickly, King Henry died by drinking chocolate milk. Write that down on your notes page. So you do a train track, 2.3 kilometers goes on the first track. That is what you're trying to convert from. You're going to, this is basically a fraction, okay? So you're going to multiply that fraction, and the line represents basically an X or a multiplication symbol. So you're going to multiply that fraction by another fraction that will eliminate for you kilometers and give you the unit that you're looking for. So on the bottom, I always put down the unit that I'm given. On the top, I put down the unit that I am asked to convert to. Now, what numbers go here? That's what this chart is for. Look on the chart. Find find meter. Well, you're going to be kind of confused because you're going to think, well, is that meter? No, that's millimeter. When you do not have a prefix, then that is referring to the base or the standard. That would be B. B. Okay? It might have a different letter on your periodic table. I frankly don't remember because it's been a while since I looked at it. So uh, that is B. So you're going to put an imaginary dot there. Do not put a dot on your periodic table. Do not do it. Now, if you've written it on your notes, put a dot. So we're going from B and we're using K. So the one that is higher up on the chart is a 1 because it is some magnitude of the base. The one that is further down is going to be a multiple of it. And how do you determine that? Well, it's this simple. 10, 100, 1,000. So this would be 10 times 10 times 10, 1,000. So kilo gets the 1, meter gets 1,000. So on your calculator, multiply 2.3 by 1,000. 2.3 by 1,000. Do that now. All right. That should give you 2,300 meters. Please circle the answer. Always circle answers for me. Always circle answers for me. It'll make it easier for me to grade, or if we're exchanging papers, it'll make it easier for your classmate to grade. All right, here we go. King Henry died by drinking chocolate milk. By the way, what's the difference between this one and this one? This is actually DK, Deca, and this is Deci. We won't ever use, keep it there. Do not get rid of it because it'll mess up the multiples. But we will never use Deca. Okay, I will never give you a question with Deca. Forget about Deca. Just keep it there, keep it on the list, but don't ever confuse Deci with Deca. Deci we will use a lot, not Deca. Okay, so why did I write this chart down? Because I saw this, a base unit and a milli. So base, milli, who's the highest one? Base, base gets the 1. And what is the multiple? 10, 100, 1,000. What unit are you converting from? Grams. What unit are you converting to? Milligrams. So who gets the 1? Grams. What is the milligram? 10, 100, 1,000. 1,000. 1,000. So calculate. 3.366 times 1,000 gives you 366 milligrams. Circle or square, I don't care. Next. Decimeter. King Henry died by drinking chocolate milk. 5.886 decimeter. What are you converting from? Decimeter. What are you converting to? Meter. All right, come over here. Meter is the base unit because it does not have a prefix. Deci is not this one, it's this one. So who's on top? Meter. By how much? By 1 step. 10. 1, 10. Just move the decimal place 1 place over. Didn't need a calculator for that one. Centi to milli. King Henry died by drinking chocolate milk. All right, put down your given. What are you converting from? Centiliter. What are you converting to? Milliliter. All right, let's find these things. Milli, centi. Who's on top? Centi. By how much? By 1 step, which is 10. So 1, 10. Pause this and calculate. The answer is 3.45 milliliter. So liters cross out. You know what? I forgot to do that. Let me just be consistent. When you have the same unit in the numerator and the denominator, what happens? They get crossed out. All right, things are getting more interesting. Centi, kilo. King Henry died by drinking chocolate milk. What are you given? 5, 6, 7, 9, 8, 7 centigrams. What are you converting from? Centigrams. What are you converting to? Kilograms. All right, so you got kilo, Centi. Who's on top? Kilo. 1. By how much? Ooh, 10, 100, 1,000, 10,000, 100,000. So 1 kilogram is going to be 100,000 centigrams. Centigrams cross out. Pause the video. Divide 567,987 by 100,000. All right, I believe it gives you 5.67987 kilograms. No units, no credit. You must always have the unit. You didn't put the units on all the ones previous. Make sure you put the units down. If you do not put the units in your homework, it'll be counted wrong. Sorry. Okay? I call them naked numbers. You cannot have any naked numbers. They must all have a unit on them. No naked numbers. All right, now things have gotten really interesting because centi, yes, yes, metric, SI, inches, no. That is an English unit. So we cannot use King Henry died by drinking chocolate milk. Now look on around 7 o'clock on your periodic table, you will find something very interesting. You will find an English metric conversions table. So that's what you need to look for. All right, so 20.0 centimeters. What are we converting from? Centimeters. What are we converting to? Inches. Okay, you look at the bottom left, you will find that there are 2.54 centimeters in an inch. See that? Pause the video if you can't find it and find it. All right, so what do we do? 1 inch, 1 inch, 2.54, 2.54. In some ways, this is even easier. Okay, the centimeters cross out and pause the video and calculate 20 by 2.54. How many units? I mean, my calculator gave me 7.87401,575. How many units should you use? We will talk about that near the end of this unit. You will need to use significant digits. So we'll talk about that. 7.87 inches. 35.0 liters. Oh, I'm sorry. What am I doing? Okay, so metric to English, look in the same section, see if you can't find it. Oh, now I will have to, I'm going to have to do something because this is a COVID lecture, and frankly, I don't remember it. I think it's 1.056 uh, liters in a quart. I don't remember. So I'm going to have to come over here and I'm going to have to look it up. I am so sorry. It's not there. Let's see. Honors chemistry. I think it's somewhere in here. Periodic table back. Ah, there it is. 1 liter is equal to 1.057. How embarrassing. That's what happens when your brain is out of teaching. 1 liter is equal to 1.057 quarts. I've not taught chemistry since last March, and it is July 26th of 2020, right in the beginning of our 2021 year where we started staggered. I don't know if you remember that. So 20.0 centimeters. What am I doing? Oh, that's the wrong one. 1 liter is equal to 1 liter is equal to 1.057 quarts. So 35.0 liters to quarts, 1.057 to 1 liter. Pause the video, calculate 35.7. Okay, I'm getting 36.9. Really, it's probably best to go 37.0. If that confuses you, give me a couple more lectures and it won't. Boom. I am so rusty. I'm so sorry. What is that conversion? Length 1 mile is 1.609 kilometers. I'm so embarrassed. I could have probably rattled that off without thinking last spring. Kilometers, got to get rid of them. Miles is what I need. So there are 1.609 kilometers in a mile. Pause the video and calculate. All right, I'm getting 18.96, which I'm going to just go ahead and go to 19.0 liters. Noticing something? 2 decimal places, only 1 decimal place. 1 decimal place is the answer that I want. So when we talk about significant digits, we're going to be talking about the fact that your final answer should reflect how precise your initial unit is. All right, 800 ounces. Grams, I'm going to have to do the same thing. Ounces to grams. In 1 gram, there is 0.0527 ounces. 0.03527. Nope. There. 1 gram is equal to 0.03527. So 800 ounces, 0.03527 ounces in 1 gram. Pause the video. I got 22,682 grams. No decimal places, no decimal places. All right, that's it. Hopefully, you have a good grip on factor labeling.